Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see y'all. We're doing this a little bit earlier tonight. Wanted to make it maybe a little bit easier for everybody to hop on, especially if you're all in the U.S. here. So I know some of you have things to do earlier in the day, and so you don't stay up real late. And so definitely wanted to engage with all of you as well. Sorry, I keep forgetting where everything is. Kind of changed the camera setup because I had a slight break in my equipment here. Probably shouldn't keep this on camera just in case. Never know how YouTube is. So, yeah, my clamp, which was a GoPro accessory, which was really nice, and I had an adapter for it so I could use it for regular camera equipment. And so I had it hooked up to my phone, which I am using to pipe the video in here, and the adapter broke. It was kind of a cheap Amazon adapter, so I guess it makes sense. But that's what I get for buying it. So, hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. See you all there. Hey there, Jenny. Hey there, Kate, Tina, Ian, Gary, Brenda, Roy, Steve, Juanita, Pam. Hey there, Barb, Agnes. Hello, Sue. Good afternoon. Definitely must not be in the U.S. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Rocking the mask again. Kind of liking it. I think it adds a certain aesthetic to the stream. I don't think it sounds too bad, at least not through my headphones here. But also doesn't make me feel quite so heavy. Definitely packed on a few during all this. Not moving around as much. Hey there, Snowy. Yep, I remember you saying Australia. Yeah, sometimes I get my Sues mixed up too. We have a few that pop in from time to time on the streams. So, yeah. But, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll try not to rub the mask up against the microphone. And yes, I know it's not necessary here. I kind of always liked them anyway, long before all this started. I thought it was kind of a cool style from certain areas of the world that they use in the winter months especially. Yeah, I've really actually grown to like it. And I find myself wearing it more than I probably should. And so, yeah, I think it's an interesting style. And especially for introverts, I think, especially. I'm kind of, probably in my personal life, a little bit more of an introvert. And so it's kind of like one of those things you're walking around in public, but you also have your face covered. So it does give you a certain amount of extra security. So I kind of have been kind of liking it a little bit. And I think it looks interesting. So, yeah. That's that. But yeah, so yeah, welcome to the live stream. I feel like I keep saying so yeah. And appreciate y'all being here. Had a couple of updates. Don't have a huge plan for tonight. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I did want. See, there we go again. I did want to do a few updates. I guess we'll get it out of the way right away. That way, if y'all don't find it very interesting, then it'll be done and over with. But for those of you that are interested, I did update the Patreon. I did make it all 100% digital. And so now there is a behind the scenes package, which I'm going to be uploading different videos, bonus videos essentially, from different things, not necessarily either 539 or mystery subjects, just sort of behind the scenes everywhere, maybe on the road. I did try to film the first one the other day, and it didn't work out as well as I wanted to, just because of the day, not because the behind the scenes stuff isn't going to work, but rather just it just wasn't that interesting that day, and so unfortunately I don't yet have the first video up, but it will be up here hopefully in the next few days. As soon as I get back out on the road again, I'm going to do a behind the scenes there, and then I'll probably try to do some stuff that I do around here too. I've been doing a lot of work on the command center. Been doing a lot of repotting stuff again and rearranging and trying to update stuff. As you can kind of see, the colors are a little bit different in the background. It's because I have a grow light going right now to hopefully help some of the plants during the winter months to do a little bit better. So we'll see how well that works. Yeah, I agree. Although I do need to stop rubbing the mic. I can hear that every time I do it too. But yeah, I think it's easier to talk to people a lot. And yeah, I don't know. It just feels right for this time of year anyway, because I'm always afraid of going out and getting somebody's cold or flu or whatever anyway. So, and people are obviously out indoors a lot more during the winter months, especially here in the Midwest, where it gets kind of cold and often quite nasty outside. So it's good to be able to have that protection, and I hope that it becomes more normalized to sort of protect yourself. It just seems kind of natural anyway to protect yourself. So, but yeah, anyway, the Patreon has the new options, and it's all updated. There's options at $1, $3, and $10 a month, and they have different things that you get for each level, starting out with getting your name in the credits on the videos. So if it's something you're interested in, if you want to support the channel, support the series and the journey over on 539 especially, then that's the place to do it, and you get some cool benefits for doing so. Like I said, you get your name in the credits, and you get depending on the level, you can get access to different things like the behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the update there. So we're all digital now, although if anybody out there hasn't gotten any rewards, those will still be mailed out to you if you were in that program. So don't worry, no one's going to lose out. But yeah, we are going to have some new stuff. And everybody that signed up during the period when that stuff didn't exist, you'll still get the benefits of the behind the scenes content. So anyway, that's my spiel there. Are they regular plants or plants? Is that a loaded question? They're just house plants. I have a few cacti. I have a bunny ear cactus. I have a San Jose. I have a pencil cactus. I have various philodendrons and pothos. I have money trees over here. I have a lipstick plant up there. I have even more philodendrons in the background. I have a monstera. I have various succulents, all kinds of stuff. And I'm constantly rooting and making more plants, so I'm constantly running out of room. So yeah, that's kind of where that situation is. But yeah, and leads into one of my other updates. Yeah, I'm updating the lighting situation a little bit to hopefully help out the plants during the wintertime. And since it is a west-facing window, so it does get decent light, but it doesn't get perfect light. So it can often cause some unforeseen consequences. Some of the philodendrons even being fairly good in low light, not necessarily craving it, but they definitely tolerate it. So some of them have been having some leaf die-outs and different issues, so I've been trying to fix that, and hopefully the grow light will assist in that. Hey there, Colleen. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. Yeah, I agree. I love them too. I've been getting more and more into the cactus side of things, and I love succulents to begin with. So yeah, and the San Jose is supposed to grow pretty quickly, so I'm looking forward to that. Although I don't think I'm going to get much growth on it here throughout the winter months. I think unfortunately I'm going to have to wait until spring to see much growth in it. So I'm probably going to wait to repot it. So there's that. Unfortunately, I would rather, maybe we'll see. Maybe the grow light will assist it, and it'll be enough to put it over the tipping point where I can repot it and get it growing. Because they're supposed to get pretty tall, and they can get pretty large in the wild. So I'm sure that I can get a decent size in here. So that'll be interesting. And elephants here. That sounds familiar. I used to have elephant bush, but they have uh, not survived well in this space. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm looking to get some more stuff that the cacti seem to work really well, especially in the west-facing window. It just they love the light. It gets pretty harsh, bright light, and um, it works really well for those. So I'm trying to get a few more of those. I want to get this sort of long-haired cactus. That's really cool. It looks like it has long white hair instead of the spines that you're used to seeing on the cactus. So it's pretty cool. So I'm hoping to pick up one of those pretty soon here, and a few other items that hopefully will fit well on the shelf back here. Creeping Charlies. I haven't heard of that one. Unless it goes by a different name, possibly. A lot of stuff goes by multiple names. You could definitely call a. I could see how a philodendron would get called that because they sort of creep along and crawl and climb and uh, can do it relatively quickly. Whoa. I don't know if everybody else's stream glitched there for a minute, but on my end it completely blacked out. So I apologize if there's any issues. But yeah. So a few plant issues. Eventually, I'd like to maybe get a bigger window installed there so I can have a lot more plants there. We'll see what happens though. I don't really know how I'm gonna end up doing it. But again, you never know. The grow light might work pretty well, and it might actually give me the edge I need to maybe even add a few more. Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would love to get it one of the bigger plants. Yeah, the monsteras obviously will grow. I think they can grow upwards of 8 or 9 feet, even indoors in some places. I doubt they'll have the energy to do that here, but I'm hoping again to get them a little bit bigger. But I am trying to get it to grow. I've got it hooked up to a pole back there, so it's supposed to be able to get bigger leaves. It so far has not produced many, but I think it's just because I've been messing around with it too much, doing too much pruning all at once, and it ended up costing me a little bit. So unfortunate, but I think I'm just gonna have to be more careful in the future. Hmm. There's some great apps that'll sort of use your camera to look at different plants, and then it'll try to identify them. Might try that. There's also some that just look at the flowers alone, and they'll tell you what it is that they're attached to, essentially. I don't have any snake plants, but I have heard that too, that they tolerate the low light very well. They're pretty cool. I'm not sure if they're quite my up my avenue though. Hey there, Big Steve. Welcome to the live stream, bro. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them. Spider plants. Yeah, I got a spider plant. Oh, it's slightly off camera. You can kind of see possibly see one of the babies hanging down right behind me here. It's a, it's a, one of the curly-haired spiders. I couldn't think of it there for a second. I was trying to think of both curly-haired and hybrid at the same time, and it threw me for a loop there for a minute. But yeah, it's a curly-haired hybrid. It's pretty cool. I tried to get one of the babies rooted, and I did it kind of incorrectly, I guess, last time. I tried to take it off the main plant a little bit too early. So it was unfortunate, but I lost that one. So we're going to try again, and I'm going to try and root it while it's still connected to the main plant. So hopefully that'll help. Hoosier cactus. I need to look that one up. I haven't heard of that one either. I'm not a super big expert on plants, but I do like growing stuff, and I grow a lot both indoors and outdoors. So I grow a lot of vegetables and tomatoes and stuff during the summers too. So yeah, bro. Yeah, long time no see. Definitely hoping to get out there once all this nonsense is over. So maybe we'll be free to travel here pretty soon. I'm really hoping. Then I can get back out on the road and film in some other areas. But yeah, I need to get back out to Cali. Missing that area. I wanted to get back out there. This was supposed to be the year, but everything just kind of fell apart and the world got lit on fire there for a little bit. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're kind of at the end of the road with all that, and we'll be getting back to normal here. So here's hoping on that, and maybe we'll be running into each other again here pretty soon. Yeah, I've had pretty good luck with the apps. They're not always super accurate, but it'll definitely it should point you in the right direction. It'd be a good start at least. I've had some pretty good luck with like the different leaf identifying apps for like trees and things like that. So I think it'll be pretty good. Yeah, the weather does make it kind of rough. I had a hard time. The last time I was out in Cali, I actually ran into like the very first snowstorm of the year coming back when I was going through Wyoming and Nebraska. And it was so I don't know if I actually put the whole story on Instagram or not. I posted some of the the photos of the icicles and different things on my car, but it was so cold that it actually cracked my battery, and I ended up having to stay overnight, an extra night when I wasn't planning to, and walking to a local Walmart to purchase a new battery, and yeah, ended up turning into quite the adventure. Although in retrospect, I don't enjoy rough times like that, but they definitely add to the adventure of the situation. So it was interesting, and it made a good story. Very cool, Jenny. Yeah, I would love to have that many. Mine is, I think, in desperate need of being repotted, so I have to order some more soil. I just ran out myself repotting several philodendrons for the second time because they just didn't like. I tried to do I think it's what is it, coconut something, but it's like a flexible type of potting that drains really well, but it apparently drained way too quickly because they were both of the philodendrons that I tried to put in there were just getting yellow leaves like immediately, and it wasn't a good situation. So I'm thinking that's part of the problem that I've been having with them, and the other being the somewhat lack of light, because they're several years old, so they've gone through the winter up here before, so it shouldn't be such a big deal. So it probably was mostly the pots. So luckily I got those done, but I ran out of the potting soil, so I need to get more so that I can get some, the spider plant replanted and a few more philodendrons in pots. Any fitness video? Probably not. Not exactly my thing. Although I think it's great in terms of I think meditation's a good thing, and obviously fitness is great. I probably wouldn't be the person to teach anybody. I doubt I have that great of habits myself. Um, so yeah, maybe if it was a collaboration, if a yoga person or a fitness person ever asked me to do a collaboration after all this is said and done and it's safe again, then absolutely, for sure. But in terms of releasing my own, at this point, I don't have any plans to. Yeah, that might be it, Steve. Yeah, coconut's good for a lot of things. Coconut husk is great to make poles for plants to grow, and it's great for some plants, especially outdoor plants, to when you water them again, they drain really well, and they don't. You don't get that fear of rotting the roots. So it's cool for stuff like that. But the philodendrons, I kind of learned, don't really like them that much. I don't know why. Hey there, Lynn. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. Thanks for joining us tonight. So yeah, I kind of learned my lesson there. I think so far I've had the best experience with the clay pots. Currently, I have them in plastic because it was the only thing big enough that I had. So we're gonna stick with that for right now and hope that they grow a lot better. And I've got them staked up again, so hopefully they're gonna grow upwards. Actually, the two that I'm repotting actually used to be hanging plants, so I'm gonna try and make them grow upwards now, and we're gonna see if that works out a little bit better. But I'm still not quite sure exactly how it's gonna work, so might end up having to move a few more things into some better lighting and out of the videos. Or again, hopefully the grow light works out and it just starts showing signs of recovery. So we'll see though. Oh yeah, I might do more of the cooking stuff in the future. I did enjoy doing that. I did a few of the flambe episodes over on this channel here, and yeah, they did okay. It didn't seem like people were too interested in it. I actually ended up losing a few followers from doing the cooking videos, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I enjoy it though, and I'm kind of focusing this channel on other stuff that I enjoy besides just travel. So I suppose I'll end up putting more stuff like that up there. So I did a lot of the graffiti. I think I did peach flambe. I think I did cherries jubilee, and I don't know if I did the cherries jubilee on here, but I think I did the bananas Foster for sure. And those are a lot of fun because you get to light them on fire, obviously, and it makes a good video. Hydrangea, yeah, I've heard of that. I think my parents grow those. Thank you, Kate. I used to work at a radio station, but I never was a DJ, so I never got on the radio. Actually, I think I was on the radio shortly because I knew a lot of the DJs and I did photography work there, so they were always plugging my work on the radio. And I think they did do a short, not like an interview, but like just I don't even remember what I was talking about, but it was just like a short little clip to talk about what we were doing at the event. So I technically have been on the radio, and I did work for the radio, but I was not one of the radio people. But yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I don't know that I would ever apply for it, but I would love to do something like that in the future, and that's kind of why I do stuff like this. I think it's kind of an interesting way to branch out into that area without necessarily doing straight up radio. But I think it would be fun to do, especially in a bigger city, to be able to do like a local radio broadcast. I think they're really cool, and I've always been a big supporter of local media in that capacity at least. But yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I definitely would be a lot more comfortable with it now that I've done YouTube for so many years. I probably would have been um, slightly less capable a few years ago of just sitting down and talking to a microphone or a camera or whatever it is. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. My apologies. But thanks to everybody for joining. Make sure, again, if you're enjoying the video, enjoying the live stream, give it a thumbs up. If you have the ability to share it on your favorite social media like Twitter or Facebook, you can hit that share button below and help us to attract a few new people to these live streams. Yeah. So, but yeah, at the very least, if you're enjoying, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and that helps YouTube to understand what you like and be able to promote the video a little bit to other people. So, but yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for joining me on this slightly earlier stream. So, I don't know exactly what all we're gonna do. I've been thinking of a few ideas in my head, but nothing concrete. So, we're just gonna kind of rough it and see where the night takes us. But again, if you're noticing any issues whatsoever, any audio issues, any video issues, let me know, and I'll try and get those corrected as quickly as possible. But yeah, as far as the lighting goes, I don't know if I'm going to keep it for the streams. Obviously, I'll use it for the plants. It does light it up kind of cool. I don't necessarily not like it, but I do need to get the front-facing light a little bit better. It's still pretty dark, so it's kind of just a pinkish hue, so I'm not sure that I like it 100%. I could probably go into black and white. I wonder what it would look like in black and white in the blue filter. I don't think it changed it at all. It looks pretty much the same. Okay. And again, I don't know if that's annoying either. I thought the black and white was kind of cool. I wanted to make a stream that not only had the content value, but also had some aesthetic value. I'm still working on that a lot. I don't think this is near, not even close to being finished. So we've got a ways to go. I'm hoping to start work on the new sign. So look for that pretty shortly here. I'm gonna tear down the flag for good. We'll probably maybe use it in another capacity. Maybe I'll hang it as I've talked about quite a while ago. I'm still trying to figure out a way to do multiple sets. I've got a few other scenes kind of built, slightly built at least, that I'm working on so that I can stream from different sets essentially. And so I might move it to one of the other areas. We'll see if that happens. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm gonna tear down the flag, and we're gonna put up a actual backlit 539 that'll have LED backlights and do the RGB lighting, and it'll look really neat. And actually, I think fill out the background a little bit better than just the flag. I really love the flag, but I don't feel like it really does the streams justice, and because of the dark coloring and the mix with the colored lighting, it just doesn't work as well as what I thought it would originally. And so I think I'm gonna just get rid of it, and we'll go more with the brightly lit colors and stuff like that I've been trying to accomplish. Am I listening to something on headphones? I'm listening to me. These are just purely so I can hear my voice, and I know if it's getting a little bit too quiet. So yeah, it's my monitor headphones. So I just use them for that, and then I also have the audio from my other computer, which my Discord server is connected through. I have that piped in as well, so that when I'm broadcasting and I'm listening to somebody on the Discord server, I can not only hear them through my headphones, but you guys can hear them on the broadcast because the broadcast is coming through this computer up here and my chat and all my YouTube settings and everything else is coming through my other computer over here. So, yeah, I am listening to me currently. So, as vain as that is. No, currently 539 is a one-man operation. It is only me. I do all the filming, all the photographing, all the editing. I do all the live streaming. I'm the tech guy. Luckily, I have a background in most of this stuff already. I have a background in photography, a background in information technology, and so I've done all kinds of tech-related work for the last umpteen years. So, yeah, it kind of all came to fruition here on YouTube, where I can use all those skills together to sort of make this interesting one-man operation. So, in the future, I might have the ability to hire on a team, but for right now, it is just better off for me to remain a one-man operation. So, that's where we're at with that. But I kind of enjoy the challenge of it. It can be somewhat challenging at times, but at the same time, it doesn't really make sense for me to try and add any people on to this whole thing. So I think we'll just stick with the one-man crew right now. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. So yeah, with things sort of looking up in some ways, I'm definitely hoping to make it out on the road again here soon. We're going to be hopefully fulfilling some of these goals that I've had planned for 2020, but now had to push off to 2021, it's looking like. I doubt anything's going to happen before the new year, although I will be out filming and doing some short road trips, and so there's still going to be plenty of content coming here before the end of the year. I'm not really planning on taking a whole lot of time off for the holidays, so I know I did take a slight break over on 539 for a little bit, just due to being busy. Although I was doing everything safely, I didn't have any big family plans this year, and so just had a very, very small and safe get-together with the immediate family, and called it quits from there. But it still did take up some time, so I did have to take a little bit of time off from releasing content over there. But we're back in business now, and should be back on regular uploads, and I'm going to be going out, hopefully filming, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Depends on what the weather brings, but I know in the winter I always try to, even if it's bad weather, I try to get out and do something that makes sense. I've been pushing through most winters. It has been getting kind of old, and I was hoping this year to take a break from all that and actually spend the winter in someplace warm. But again, because of all this craziness, wasn't able to happen. So probably gonna have to sludge through the snow here again, and it should make some cool episodes, though, I think. I've had some interesting snow episodes and some cool footage from driving through the Midwest while the snow is on all of the back roads. And it's quite an adventure. It's not always, when you're in the city, it's usually nice and plowed, depending on where you are, obviously. But once you get out in the country, it's kind of no man's land in a sense, and so a lot of these places are completely impassable for most cars. I've managed to get through some pretty tricky situations, and even caught a few of them on film, so it's been kind of fun in a lot of ways. So I don't know, we might do that again this year. Obviously, we'll see what happens after January here and how quickly all this vaccination stuff gets done. So maybe if we get lucky, be able to still take that winter trip down to somewhere warm and do some stuff maybe in the desert again, and again get together with some people finally again and do some collaborations. It's been quite a while since I've been able to get together and do any collaborations with people, and so I would love to be able to accomplish that again, and just feel free enough to be able to get together safely with everybody and stay in hotels again and get around again. So yeah, so hopefully that's just right around the corner. So if that's the case, I have a lot of fun adventures planned. Although again, I'm slightly disappointed because I had a lot of cool stuff around here planned that's not going to be possible specifically because of the winter. So I'm going to have to wait till next summer to complete some of the new cool series that I had been trying to implement this year. So kind of sad there, but just the stuff that we have to deal with. So I'm gonna have to power through that, and once we're on the other side of all this, I'll be getting back to business. So lots of drifting. Yeah, there's a lot of snow drifts. Lots of ice. Yeah, there was actually the one video of us getting in a wreck. I didn't catch the actual crash, which is kind of bad because I was filming a few minutes before, and then obviously I got out of the car and started filming. So, yeah, interesting video to check out though. Took out a car. I'm pretty sure it was totaled after that. So, 539 definitely has one car under its belt. So, but it was not mine. A live hike to Clifty Falls? That would be a fun one. I probably couldn't live hike all the way there. That would be quite a distance. But tunnels are a little bit problematic for live streams, just because the cell signal will drop out. Depends on how long it was. But yeah, it's definitely possible. I've never been there before, but I have heard of it, and it is a place that I've been wanting to go for a while. So I actually had a plan to go there a while back, and I didn't get to end up making that happen while I was in southern Indiana the last time. So yeah, hopefully the next time I'm out that way. Again, one of those places that I probably would have gone this year. So hey there, Savannah. Oh, I'm doing just fine. I just like wearing the mask, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do in a live stream. So I've been wearing it the last few streams, at least for a little bit. So, but yeah, doing well, still healthy. Hope you are the same. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, it'd be interesting to do some of the different parks during the winter too. Again, I don't really want to. Hotels right now really aren't my thing, just because of everything going on. So I do want to wait until it's a little bit safer, but I wouldn't mind going to some of these places during the winter, even though it's obviously a lot harder and in some cases a lot more dangerous. But I think that might add to the video as well, if I can do it in a at least semi-safe way. But there's some interesting little rugged parks. Clifty Falls is definitely one of them. Turkey Run would be another one. Some places that would be really kind of cool to do during the winter. And yeah, I'm just not sure. It just depends on how everything works out. Again, yeah, I'm just focusing on what is the absolute safest to do, and just hoping for the best and hoping for this to be over as quickly as possible. So, but yeah, that's the idea there. So, but we'll be out out of this pretty soon, so I don't think it'll be too much longer. Obviously, things are starting to get rolling around the world, and so I think we're getting through. So we just all gotta stay strong and stay safe for a little bit longer here, and then we'll make it to the other side. So, but originally from Pennsylvania. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm kind of the opposite at this point, just because I've had so much of it recently, and well, not so much of it recently. We haven't had many snow-filled winters in quite a few years here, but just having through the winter period every year for so many years, I'm about ready for a warm winter. So, as in like staying somewhere warm. Shades like the park. I know there's a Shades forest, I believe, and it is a place I wanted to go, but I've never been there. Somewhere in Europe. That could be a possibility at some point. Um, I don't currently have my passport, so I'd have to apply for a passport. But yeah, eventually I do want to break out and do a lot of international travel. But I'm having a lot of fun over here right now. I do still have to get to the rest of the U.S., and so I'd like to accomplish that before I focus on international travel. But I wouldn't mind doing a few trips here and there, and I do have a few ideas in mind. So, but yeah, at some point for sure. Southeast Texas, yeah, that I would love to actually go to Southeast Texas. I would love to go to Texas. Period. It's one of those states I haven't been to yet, and so it's another one that I was meaning to get to, but I didn't actually ever get to. I was planning on taking Route 66 back from California last time, and I was going to pass through the Panhandle of Texas, and I never got to do that. So, and then when I was planning on going down to Nevada again this year, and had been discussing that with a few people. I was actually planning to take Route 66 down this year so that I could take a completely different route since I took I-80 out last time. So I was going to do that, and then, of course, this all happened, so I had to put that on hold. Yeah, Turkey Run's a cool one. I've been there I think about 3 or 4 times now, and it's always been fun. They have really rugged trails, a lot of climbing, a lot of ladders up cliff sides that you can climb, and so it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making it there one of these days. Um, yeah, I've got quite a few states to take off the list. I'm trying to not only travel through the states, but also get at least one video filmed in each state. Um, I I would hope to be able to check that off my list here soon. I was gonna work on that this year too, to sort of just I figured maybe once or twice a month I could just pick a random state that I had never been to, and pick a cool location that I thought would work well for the channel, and head out to that state and film for a day or two, and then head back and slowly start checking each and every state off the list until each and every state, at least in the continental United States, has been visited and filmed in. So we've got a decent amount of states under our belt right now. Obviously, we have Nevada, California, Idaho, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee. So I mean, we're doing pretty decent, but yeah, there was a few states in between California and the Midwest here that I didn't end up getting to, that I would have loved to film in, and that I did have plans to film in, and I never got to. Places like Iowa, Wyoming, Colorado was one that I was kind of mad that I missed out on, because I had a few locations that I thought were really interesting and pretty historical, and so I thought that would have been really cool, but I never got the chance to do that. So I ended up powering through Colorado, and I did live stream from Colorado though, so I guess that counts. So there is about an hour to 2 hours of a live stream going through Colorado, and so that was cool. So I guess I guess I can technically check that one off the list, but I'd like to make it back there and actually film an entire episode for 539 there. So, but yeah, um, as soon as this all is over, then I guess I'll resume starting probably with that, especially if it's still cold out. You know, it'll enable me to get to places where it's probably not so cold. So, that might have to be the place that I start out at when all this is over finally. So, we'll see here. But again, that's still a few months away. So, we got a ways and some time to plan everything and all that. So, but, yeah, I'm sure my first goal is just going to be warmth. You know, just head somewhere southern, hang out for a little while, maybe I'll probably do a bigger trip to begin with, just because it's been so long. Probably take like a good week and maybe head around the Southwest again for a little bit. Maybe head down to Florida or something. Yeah, I don't know. Southern California. Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, I've been meaning to make it to Well, I mean, I've been through Southern California, but I need to make it back there and do some filming there too. So, yeah, I was kind of at a crossroads where I had a choice of, did I head to Las Vegas or did I head to LA and check out LA for a little while? And I ended up heading out early to Vegas, and I kind of regretted it because I wished I would have gone there and checked out a few things, maybe gone down the Hollywood area, maybe filmed a few things in SoCal instead of just heading towards Vegas early. So it was unfortunate, but yeah, I definitely want to head back there soon. So for sure. Uh, all right. Still slightly confused because YouTube still hates my settings, but it's telling me now that they're just too high. Like that I'm broadcasting at such a high bit rate that they don't recommend it. But yet, to really get a really good picture, you kind of have to. So I don't understand it. Maybe it's just a random tip for beginners or something. I'm not seemingly having any issues, so I'm going to continue to do it for a while because it keeps the quality high. But again, if you're having any issues, either audio-wise or video-wise, please let me know, and I'll do my best to correct those. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the streams, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it if you get a chance. So, at any rate, I appreciate you all being here again. Hey there, Valerie. Thank you very much. Yeah, to anybody that doesn't know, there is a brand new episode, out over on 539. So, if you hadn't had the chance to watch it yet, maybe head on over there, watch it real quick, and come back and let me know what you think. Otherwise, if you've watched it, let me know what you think in the comments if you are feeling up to that. Otherwise, I appreciate you all watching. But yeah, we did a revisit to a place that I hadn't been in a little while. Probably one of the worst places that we've been recently on the channel. And took a look at it again. I just sort of randomly stumbled on it again while I was driving down the back roads. I had another few locations that I was checking out, and they didn't pan out for that particular day. And so I ended up turning around and heading in another direction, and I randomly stumbled upon a place that I had already been, and decided, since there have been a lot of storms and stuff happening recently, and really bad strong winds, that I would check it out and see how it had fared and see if anything had changed. Maybe see if there had been any restoration work that had been accomplished while I had been gone. And so, yeah, and it turned out to be very interesting, I think, and I was pretty proud of how it turned out. Got a lot of, yeah, I did it slightly similar to what my previous episode was, a little bit more narration, a little bit more musical. So, yeah, it was fun to edit. And so, again, yeah, if you haven't checked it out, make sure to check it out. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to get better. Um, Still photography was definitely my forte and the thing I've been working on the longest, but I've always loved doing a video, and so I'm trying to get better and better. Night, Gary. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully we caught you in time there. But yeah. So yeah, yeah, I'm trying to upgrade everything in terms of quality and trying to work on updating my skill set as well. So hopefully here over the next few months, since I've also upgraded the equipment, I'll be noticing more more stuff like that on videos, more technical editing, more color grading, more things just to make the videos a little bit more interesting, a little bit more professional. Yeah, I enjoy that aspect of things, and I like the editing process. So it's something I want to continue to increase my skills in, and be able to make more professional level content for y'all. Thank you, Agnes. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, whenever you get the chance, let me know what you think. Hey there, Kenneth. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Yeah, hoping that these aren't starting to be boring. I know I kind of just hang out and talk a lot. I am going to be doing more on these streams. I've been researching all kinds of stuff to make the driving streams work again, because I know those were always a lot of fun. But I wanted to make it so that obviously there's a certain level of safety that you can't have if you're just sitting there and holding, a phone. So to be able to mount the phone up, and then even like reading comments is slightly unsmart. So I'm trying to set it up over on Twitch as well as here, so I can do text to speech, so that I can actually kind of hear comments and then be able to respond to them that way, so I can be fully attentive to the traveling and the back roads and everything going on around me, but yet still be able to interact with all of you and bring these cool locations in a live format, and to even do sort of a longer traveling stream, sort of like I was talking about earlier with the Colorado stream, where instead of just seeing the end format and a little bit of the travel, that I could do a long format where I actually bring everybody along with me for the travel for the entire thing, and you get to see the different sites and experience the hardships of being on the road and the different challenges that you run into, and especially on the longer trips. And I just thought it would be kind of cool. But there's a lot of challenges that go along with that, from maintaining a really good cellular signal so that you can actually stream, and that's something that we ran into a lot on those streams. Is out in the middle of the country, the cell signal just drops out a lot of the times, and I go down to anywhere from 1 bar to no bars of signal, and so um, to be able to boost that signal is very, very important. So I've been doing some research on that recently to see what I can do to boost the signal and get a little bit more distance away from the major metropolitan areas, as well as being able to mount up high quality cameras that are capable of streaming HD content. And so it's been slightly harder than what I had anticipated, actually, knowing a decent amount about tech and wireless to begin with, and having done somewhat similar projects in the past regarding boosting signals and making things go further and stuff like that with like your typical Wi-Fi networks. And so I kind of went into it thinking, okay, there's going to be this set bit of equipment, and I mean there is in a way, but it's it just seems a little bit more. The whole subject seems a little bit more diluted than what I thought it would be. And there's a lot of equipment that claims to work that doesn't really work, and so yeah, you're kind of set off at a larger starting off price point, and then there's some unfortunate things with equipment that forces cameras to broadcast it. Like for instance, I was gonna upgrade and get one of the newer GoPros because they actually supported streaming through your phone via the app, and so I was looking at the GoPro, and I found this awesome brand new GoPro Black that did 4K video at up to like 60 frames a second, and it was really awesome. And then I found out that when you use the GoPro app to stream, it only streams up to 720p, and so it was completely useless to me because that's why I was avoiding broadcasting with my other computer's webcam, was because it was at 720p and I wanted to do full HD minimum of 1080p broadcast. And so yeah, it was kind of disappointing that this expensive brand new GoPro that's capable of 4K video was limited to 720p live streams from the app, and you still had to have it connected to a Wi-Fi connection. So even if I did get it to connect and it actually allowed me to do full HD, it still wouldn't actually connect to the cellular network and allow a live stream. So it kind of it kind of sucks. So not that there's not other ways to do it and do it well, but it's just a lot more expensive, unfortunately. So it's going to be one of those things I'm going to have to work up to. So yeah, kind of a hit there. I thought that it was going to be a little bit more simple. Thanks for joining us, Kate. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a really great night, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in some of the upcoming streams. So yeah, needless to say, despite the live streams being one of the first things that I was planning to update, it seems now like it's going to end up being probably one of the later things that I update, just because I'm going to have to get essentially all equipment specifically made for mobile live streaming. So for instance, they make little stream boxes which essentially connect to the cellular network, and you buy a SIM card for them and you get a data plan, and then it has a connection like an HDMI connection, just like a television, or computers or monitors or whatever it is, and you can plug in a specifically live stream or a camera designed for live streams, and then you can use that to broadcast over the cellular network. And then even with that bit of equipment, I still need to get the booster so that I can go further out into the country, out into the back roads, and get that signal. So it's definitely possible, and I definitely know what to do, but it's just it's like the signal booster is not cheap at all. We're looking, for even like the base models, a decent model, you're looking at least $400 to $500, plus having a several $100 stream box and potentially several $100 in camera equipment and audio equipment to connect to it to allow you to do the same thing that your phone can do. Although I think the phone, when I'm not doing it here at the command center, I think when I'm just broadcasting from YouTube's app, I think it might actually limit the bandwidth as well. It might be 720p too, so I don't really remember if it did full 1080. Thank you, Valerie. Any travels to Tennessee? Yeah. I will be traveling to Tennessee at some point here in the semi-near future. I still have a decent amount of family in the area, and have some locations that I've been intending to film that, again, I unfortunately haven't been able to make it to due to everything going on right now. So, yeah, I'll definitely be back in the area. I'll be filming again in Kentucky, Tennessee, hoping to do some filming in West Virginia as well, and potentially Maryland too. So, not that that's kind of unrelated, but at any rate, yeah, definitely for sure I'll be back down in that area. I think so far I only have one episode ever from Tennessee, but I do have one episode, and that was the floating housing division on, I think it was Norris Lake, and it was a cool little episode. So, but it wasn't really, it was kind of a little bit off topic for 539, I guess. I still thought it kind of fit, just because it was so different from what people normally come to expect for like lake communities and whatnot. So I thought it worked out kind of well, but I didn't really know what other people thought of it. But it did okay, I think. I don't think it's done terribly as in terms of views. So who knows? But yeah, I'll be doing some more filming down there probably next year. Probably mid to late next year, I would assume. Probably summertime, maybe fall. Maybe earlier, depending. But I'm not 100% sure. So everything's just kind of up in the air right now. I don't really have any concrete plans. So as soon as I think all this is over, I'll start getting things more solid in terms of when I'm going to be doing it. But it's like right now, without even knowing when the exact end is going to be, I'm really just not able to even plan ahead in the future, which is kind of the unfortunate thing at this point. Hey there, Venna. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So yeah. Yeah, I missed a lot of locations in that area that I really wanted to do. I think I have probably 4 to 5 episodes that I still want to film in the Kentucky and Tennessee area alone. Probably a few more. I'd have to go back and actually look, but there's so much there that I wasn't able to make it to. So many cool things that I never had the ability to make it to. And so yeah, I'm really hoping to get back there pretty soon. So I don't really know, again though, You never know when all this is going to be completely over. So, all right, sorry about that. Just checking the stats really quickly there. But yeah, I definitely think that in terms of this new lighting, I don't know if it's gonna work out for the stream. Again, it's okay, but it's kind of messing with the sensor on the iPhone, and it's definitely causing some dark areas up front because the lighting behind is so much brighter. So I'm not sure I 100% like how it looks for the streams. It definitely, I think, will help with the plants, but yeah, I think I might have to kill that off during break and see if it helps. So, yeah. But again, hopefully it helps with the plants. Hopefully they grow and recover a little bit from whatever they're going through and working through that. So, I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much of a plan for tonight, like I was saying earlier. So I again apologize. I'm not really 100% sure on where to go from here. But I wanted to hop on at the very least and just update everybody, let everybody know what's going on. Not have such a huge break in content. I didn't want to leave everybody hanging, and I wanted to get on and hang out for a little bit and say hi. Again, I am in the process of upgrading everything, so we should be getting better and better streams here. And I've also been ballparking a few ideas for some mobile streams, despite the setbacks in the road trip streams that I was talking about just a minute ago. So I am going to be trying to do some stuff that, either some secluded hiking stuff that it maybe is close enough to civilization that it actually can get a good signal. I know I tried that, or I should say the last time I tried that, it did not go well at all, and I ended up dropping signal a lot. So, yeah, that's what I'm up against there. But if I can find a place that actually is pretty cool and an outdoor location that would be good for a stream, I wouldn't mind doing that too. And even at night, I wouldn't mind doing some nighttime hikes or something like that. I know that there is some issues with the temperatures. It might end up affecting the equipment. It might end up having to find a good way to keep the phones warm. That way I don't drop out signal. So who knows though on that. But stay on the lookout, and again, I will update everybody via Instagram, as well as on the channels too, as that gets closer. But I don't really know. I might make a surprise stream from a location here, especially if I'm out filming. I've been wanting to do some stuff on the road, so sorry, my numbers are going all crazy here right now. Sorry, give me just a moment here. All right. YouTube is all of a sudden not liking the stream for some reason, so we'll give it a little bit here to work out its issues. If not, then maybe we'll end it and come back again another time. I don't know. Maybe we'll... It's not super late. I've been, again, debating on the whole starting streaming up again on... I'm not debating, I shouldn't say. I'm definitely going to be doing it, but on when the exact date of the first Twitch stream is going to be. So, not really positive on tonight either, especially not the way everything's everything was going pretty well being an earlier stream, and now YouTube seems to be messing with the numbers a little bit here. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it might be a good sign anyway, since again I don't have a heck of a lot to talk about tonight, and we've pretty much been doing nothing but update episodes recently. So, might have to come up with something sort of a theme type. Might bring back the. I was looking to do more of some of the podcast type stuff again, and go over some of the news, or maybe do some guests and stuff like that. But I was kind of having a hard time curating some of that recently. There hasn't been a heck of a lot of interesting stuff in the news, and I'm still waiting on a few things to be set in stone for the Discord. So again, if you're interested in being on one of the live streams and you've got, say, a tattoo story or something like that, or maybe even a travel story, or a 539 story about your favorite episode, I don't know. Like I said, I might try to do something like that just for fun one night too, to just get some opinions from everybody out there. So if you want it and you're interested to be on the live stream via Discord, if you're comfortable with downloading, and or you already have Discord and you're capable of connecting to the server, which by the way, the link to that is available in the description below. So if you already do have Discord and you want to join in and you want to talk with people, you can click on that link below, and it will get you linked up with the appropriate 539 server. And again, there is public rooms as well as private rooms. The private rooms obviously are for the on-air purposes for the most part, and so if you're wanting to just connect and talk with other 539 fans, or whatever it might be, you can go onto the public lobby room on that server, and it will be open to anybody who so desires to use it. So again, I don't know if that's something that you all are interested in, but if you are, feel free to use it. And again, if you're wanting to be a guest and you got a story to tell, hit me up via DM, either on Instagram, or you can send me an email. Obviously, you can email me over at 539productions@gmail.com. And yeah, we've got a couple of people that have gotten a hold of me and gotten in touch, saying that they're interested in coming on and telling a few stories on stream. So yeah, again, if you think that's something you'd be interested in too, I'd love to hear from y'all. And again, I love hearing the stories. I love talking about alternative culture, especially tattoos, piercings, things like that, and music. And so, if it's something that you have a story to tell, I'd love to hear it and love to talk with you about it. I'd love to do a little interview. So, but yeah, that's one of those things I have as an idea for both not only the Twitch streams but the YouTube streams as well. So we might try to separate it out and do different shows on different services, just to kind of equally utilize each platform. But again, if you're over on Twitch, you can get a hold of me there via the 539 Productions name as well. I'll put that in the chat here real quick, because some people were saying that they were having issues finding it, and everything worked fine on my end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just try it here live and make sure that everything is working. So it should just be twitch.tv/539productions. Oops. Wait, I think I just did that wrong. I apologize. I'm not trying to make a bunch of dead air right now. Okay. No, that is correct. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat, but yeah, if you're on Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv. Again, it's .tv, not .com. So twitch.tv/539productions. Okay, let's get back to the chat here. All right, there's the Twitch link for those of you that just want to follow that. And if anybody's listening in the replay, that should be available in the live chat replay as well. So if you want to click on that, you'll be able to click on the link no matter if you're watching this after the stream's over or during the live stream. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to try and talk to Big Steve sometime on one of these. I don't know if Big Steve has Discord. But, yeah, that would be a possibility for sure. For sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a few people on that I've, we'll pause because that's going to make things complicated. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind having people on that I've done work with before. So that might be an idea too, to talk with some of the people that I've collaborated with in the past and catch up and talk about new travels. And yeah, I would love to do a segment on stuff like that, you know, to catch up with other fellow travelers and adventurers out there, other explorers. So, for sure, absolutely. But, yeah, I'm not sure when that's going to happen. I don't know exactly who all has Discord or if they use it or if they're willing to get it. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, excuse me. All right, yeah, I really don't know if I have anything. I kind of expected this stream to last a little bit longer, but I'm not sure I have anything else to go over or to say at this point or to do. If I had an interesting stream planned out, I might make this a little bit longer. But I feel like sometimes I drag things on a little bit too long. So I'm trying to get better at making things the appropriate length and ending things before they have dragged on for 2 hours. Yeah, that is very true, Jenny. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a possibility. I haven't really reached out to anybody specifically. I've talked about a few things just randomly here and there on streams. But other than that, yeah, I haven't made any specific communications to people to come on. But yeah, for sure, that might be something that they're interested in too. So it's definitely a possibility here soon. Yeah, again, I'm always looking for fun content to bring to everybody. But if they have the ability to do it and the desire, then for sure. But yeah, I'll keep everybody updated if that does end up happening though, because it definitely has been something that I have thought about in the past. Very new. Well, welcome to the world of social media and online entertainment. Yeah, I suppose it's always good not to be too controversial. As long as we harbor a certain level of respect and dignity for each other, then I think that we'll be able to survive just fine. But yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I'm just trying not to bore everybody, but yeah, I'm having a hard time to think of anything here. I think at the very least I might have to take a quick break here. But I have a feeling that's just going to destroy everything to begin with. So I'm kind of debating on whether or not just to maybe call it here for the night and come on again in a few days. Maybe do another type of live stream again. Try to do something a little bit more outdoorsy and adventurous to some degree to sort of break up the monotony of only having the Hangout streams. I know one of my favorites was to do the hotel streams, and I haven't really been able to do any hotel trips this year, so I guess since early this year. So the last time I did a hotel stream, I think was in Indianapolis earlier this year. So yeah, I always enjoy doing those streams from the road and enjoy the ability to bring more diverse content. So yeah, it's been harder to keep these streams going on for long periods of time when I don't have a ton of new things to talk about. So, well, thanks for joining us, Edward. Appreciate you being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I want to stretch, kind of stretch out and diversify like I said, not only the content itself, but also, excuse me, I have to fix this. That's a little bit better. But yeah, not only the content itself, but the platform, the platforms that I'm utilizing, because you're gonna run into a different audience and I'll expand my reach a little bit and our reach, I guess, in a lot of ways, our audience's reach, and so I think it's going to be a fun endeavor. Night, Steve. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, and yeah, obviously the platform works a little bit differently. The notifications work a little bit differently. The format is obviously more geared towards the live streaming, and so I think it's going to. I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air for the 539 experience in general. Just to have hopefully a new influx of people that are into the content, And again, I kind of just want it to be a mix of different things. It'll be sort of like a live mixture of the Mystery Channel and the 539 channel, where we're going to be doing live streams, both traveling and do also the alternative culture type of subject as well. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And again, I'm just sad that it's been delayed as much as it has been. But I think after I get off the stream here tonight, I'm going to go and find all the settings necessary to get the software broadcasting over to Twitch too. So I'll try and do a test stream again, like I was saying before, and again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'll say it quickly. I'll probably try to do a day where I do like a day stream a little bit earlier, even maybe than today, and do a stream from YouTube, and then take a break for maybe a few hours and then hop on Twitch, just to sort of prime people for what's coming without necessarily pulling them away from YouTube, because I know that YouTube doesn't really like that, and I don't want to just pop on YouTube and say, head on over. We're gonna do things on a different platform, because they definitely would not look very kindly upon that. So I'll probably just do a stream for a while and hang out for a little bit, answer some questions, talk about any updates, maybe plan something out, and then we'll take a slight break and then head over there. Like I was saying, I could do it tonight. I could take a break and then come on at 1, but again, at least on YouTube, it seems a little bit harder to grow the late night stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'd have better luck on Twitch for the late night stuff, but on YouTube, it kind of dwindles after a certain point. And I know some of it's content too. This isn't the most exciting stream that we ever had, and it's not from a cool, place, and the lighting's a little bit screwed up tonight, and so I can understand a little bit. So it is what it is, but we'll work through it here. But let me see how long we've actually been on. All right, so we're pretty much right at an hour and a half. So I think we're going to call it here, because I'm definitely not coming up with anything else to really do during this stream, and I don't have a heck of a lot to talk to you guys about like I have in some of the past streams here. So yeah, this is kind of one of our shorter streams. I apologize. I kind of meant to make it a little bit better than what it was, but at the same time, I was really just kind of pushing to get out and come on and actually make contact, since I know that I've been taking a few breaks here recently with everything going on, as well as with holidays and stuff like that. So, but we'll be back to operations as usual here really soon, and pretty much we are on 539, so it should be good to go there. So Twitch may have a younger demographic. That's possible, yeah. There's definitely a lot of different stuff for a lot of different people on Twitch. So, it's no worries, not at all. Yeah, I understand that some people out there just like to watch and listen and don't like to chat, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not exactly why I'm cutting things off here tonight. Obviously, the more questions there are, the longer, I can sit around and talk about it, and that is a lot of fun when it happens. But it is somewhat on me too, because I didn't really have much planned out. Again, I was really interested in not going for a long period of time without having a live stream, without doing some sort of content over here, and I've been trying to do regular content as much as possible, and so I wanted to start out with the live stream. I also have 2 different episodes that are going to be releasing on the second channel, one being a car episode about the upgrades to the car, and this new project that I'm going through to sort of build the ultimate road trip car out of the car that I'm driving right now, instead of just necessarily going out and trying to get something new to rebuild it bigger and better, and make it a cool car to drive around, and as well as a car that works really well for road trips. So going to be releasing episode 1 of that here, hopefully, probably not tomorrow, probably the day after. So probably Wednesday, even though it is Wednesday now, being the tomorrow I'm talking about. So probably Thursday that'll come out here on this channel. And then I have another kind of cool little clip from a storm, a really bad storm that happened around here, and probably upload that just for the fun of it. So I've got a couple episodes coming out here on the second channel, and then we'll do some more live streams too here in the near future, including some hopefully on the road streams and some stuff from some maybe outdoor locations. So that's the idea with that. So, but in terms of the live stream, again, I think we're gonna call it a night early, which is kind of interesting because we're usually starting later than we're actually ending tonight. So it's kind of a weird feeling. But again, appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I apologize that it's a little bit shorter of a stream, and again, we'll be doing some better stuff in the future. Again, if you enjoyed the live stream tonight, please give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to, again, share it with somebody on your favorite social media if you have the chance, So I know they might not be able to join us live, and maybe they'll come by and watch the replay. So, at any rate, thank you all. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Make sure to, again, stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Stay at home if you can. And we're going to get through this all together. And I'll be back out on the road and heading far away from home base here very shortly. So, thanks, everybody. Have a great night.